Hello everyone, it is Austin with Ania. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing some drawing in my sketchbook. It's going to be kind of watercolor, kind of sketching, kind of doodling, there's going to be pencil, liner, and watercolor. That's how it's going to go. It's not like the best finished illustration I've ever made. I just really, I'm filming this intro after I have already made the art, so I'm not going to open the sketchbook. And actually, just letting you guys know, I have filled this sketchbook, and so the video after this video will probably be a sketchbook tour, and yeah, so let's just get into it. I'm going to be making a character based on a snowman. Just wanted to let you know that, and yeah, let's just get into the art. So I started sketching, and I thought, if I'm going to make a character inspired by a snowman, I should probably draw a snowman first. So now I'm drawing a little snowman, and I'm giving him a nice little scarf and little arms, and I'm just going over it with my Sharpie pen, which I just got from Dollarama, if you're wondering where I got it from, and it works really well because it doesn't bleed too much with water, so it's okay to use watercolors on it. And now that I'm done fine lining it, I'm just erasing over it, and now I'm getting out my watercolors, and this is the Montmartre watercolor set, and it has 24 colors in it, and now I'm just doing some shading on the snowman to make him look more 3D and not just two-dimensional. And now I am coloring in his little hat, and I'm making it brown, and I'm putting stripes on the scarf. I thought I would just stick with red and white stripes, but I'll change that in a few minutes. And yeah, now I'm just filling in his little details like his nose and his cheeks and his little hat stripe and his arms. Yeah, I'm just filling in all the little details, and as you can see, I added a little holly leaf, and when I colored in the holly leaf, I decided that I wanted green and red stripes on his scarf, and I think it got a little muddy, but I find a way to fix that later. So now I'm going to try to make a character based on this little snowman, the doodle that I did, and so I'm just sketching out the shape of a person, and I'm giving him that scarf that the snowman has, and I'm just giving him I'm not giving him any specific expressions. I'm just kind of standing him there so I can work on his design. And now I'm drawing another little snowman, and I wanted to test to see if I should use gray for the shading on the snow. So now I'm just fine lining over that with my Sharpie pen again, and I'm going to test doing blue shading and see how that goes. So now I'm just testing out the blue shading with some watercolors, and of course I'm going to color in the snowman again. So yeah, now I'm just filling in the little details again, and yeah, and I ended up not really liking the blue shading. I decided that, yeah, it doesn't really look as much like snow. I feel like the gray suits it better, and yeah, so I don't use blue in my illustration. So now I colored in the stripes on his scarf, and now I'm shading in his jacket. It's kind of like a suit. It's a suit jacket with the two big buttons on the front to represent the two snowman buttons, and yeah, I'm just shading that in with gray. And yeah, I'm basically using gray for his whole outfit other than his gloves, which are brown. I am doing them brown because I wanted them to look like the snowman arms, and I'm also giving him brown pants to pull in a little more brown, since the snowman has quite a bit of brown on his body type because of the arms. So yeah, now I'm just putting some blush on the face and blending that out to make a kind of skin tone, and I'm coloring his hair lighter brown and making the top hat a very dark brown. And yeah, now I'm just coloring in that little holly leaf. And yeah, I really like how the suit design turned out. I think it does capture the essence of a snowman. I am doing one more little thumbnail of this character. I wanted to test to see if I should make him have a white vest and brown sleeves to see how that would work, to try to pull in more of that brown onto his arms. But I didn't really like how it turned out. So once again, I'm just fine lining over it. And I gave him 4 buttons this time, but I also didn't like that as much. So I am now just going to color that with watercolors. So now I'm just fine lining over the bigger character. I really didn't want it to bleed, so I just put it, and I was just testing out colors. I didn't have it fully designed yet, so I wanted to just do the colors before fine lining. So now I'm fine lining over it, and as you can see in that tiny thumbnail of him that I did, I made the red and green separated by white, and that helps them not bleed into each other, so I thought that was pretty cool. So now I'm turning the page and I'm going to get into the bigger illustration. I first thought that I would try doing them at a different angle, but I didn't really like how that turned out, so I end up erasing the whole thing and just redoing it, him facing forward again. But I did give him a happier I almost started sketching with my fine liner. Did you see that? Did you see that? I almost started sketching with my fine liner. That wouldn't have worked. But now I'm just doing another sketch of this character, and I'm giving him a happy expression, and he's gonna, yeah, I really like how his face turned out. I like the happy expression, and as you can see, I'm not doing the blocky face anymore. I found this way to make the cheeks puff out a little, so it makes it look more like a human face and not just a block with ears on the side. So yeah, now that I've figured that out, I really like doing that now with all my characters. So you'll see when I do my sketchbook tour next video, you'll see that that I do that a lot more. So now I'm just shading in his jacket again. I made the shading a little darker because I wanted his jacket to show up a little better against the white paper. So yeah, now I'm just shading that in with the gray and blending it out. And I did the back, like the flap on the back, I don't know what you really call that, but I just made it darker gray and to make it contrast with the top. And now I'm just coloring in his hair and his top hat. I really like the tiny top hat on the side of his head. I think it looks really cute. So I'm doing that one like a really, really dark brown. I think I might have even put a little gray in there, but I think it was mostly brown. So now I'm painting in the stripes on his scarf, and as you can see, I'm taking my time with this instead of just doing it super fast like I did in all the thumbnails. It made the stripes come out a lot better than the thumbnail stripes. Yeah, and I really like how the stripes turned out. So now I'm moving on and I'm coloring his pants in. This one color of brown in my watercolor set, they don't really have color names, but this brown, it blends so nicely into itself. Like, it covers, it like makes such an even layer. Like, even if one is a tiny bit dry, it still blends into itself when the other ones will leave a little bit of a line. So yeah, now I'm just filling in the gray of that scarf, and I think, or the green, and I think this turned out really well, and I really like how the scarf turned out. I would definitely wear a scarf like this if I ever got one. Okay guys, so here's the end result of our drawing, and I really love how it turned out. I really like this one, and it was I kind of wanted to do this because I had done this other one. Where is it? It's this one, and it's based on a gingerbread man, and I think this one turned out really good too. So yeah, I really like both of these illustrations, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And Austin, and there's no weekly art for this video because I will be doing a sketchbook tour next video, so I would like to leave some of it a mystery for you guys because you have seen a lot of the sketchbook in all my weekly art. So I just wanted to let you know that there's no weekly art for this video because I am doing a sketchbook tour next video. And I'm really excited because I get to start a new sketchbook, and I'm using the Canson XL Mixed Media sketchbook, which I'm really excited to test out the paper because I've never used a sketchbook like that. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Austin with an E, signing out for now. Bye!